Welcome to our midnight live broadcast, where we talk about the state of our nation. And tonight, we'll be talking about some narratives that we must correct. There are some narratives about the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, that is not good, and that is what I want us to correct tonight, or let us start correcting it, because I understand in the course of this program that a lot of people, especially people who are not from the Southeast, there are some narrative they believed about Nnamdi Kanu. And the reason why they believe this narrative is because of the federal government of Nigeria. There are so many lies that the federal government and the old Southeast governors and old Southeast politicians that led in past administration, they peddle a lot of lies against Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB, and a lot of people have come to believe the lies they told against Nnamdi Kanu. So, in the process of doing all these broadcasts and going to the street to interview people, and also with the help of some persons, I understand that the lies they told against Nnamdi Kanu is so much. So tonight we'll be talking about the narratives, whether it is straight or it is crook. And at the end of the video, you will understand the real narrative about Nnamdi Kanu's agitation. At the end of this video, you will understand that Nnamdi Kanu was not just fighting for himself. He was not just fighting for his people alone. He was fighting for everyone. And if you watch to the end of this broadcast, you will understand what I am saying. Now, let me take you to the memory lane. The current president sitting in Aso Rock there in the person of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, at a time, Tinubu was calling for a revolution. At a time, Tinubu told Nigerians that he don't believe in one Nigeria. Why was he saying all those things? Tinubu was saying all these things because Tinubu at a time believed that Nigeria will not work again, especially after what happened in 1993, where they were trying to wrestle power from the military leaders that led to the death of Abiola and so on and so forth. They canceled everything about Nigeria from their heart. And they believe that all they needed is a different country that let us separate. That was what Tinubu and all of them were clamoring then. The reason why I'm trying to take you people back to the memory lane is because the lies they have told against Nnamdi Kanu, we are going to oppose such lies tonight. Now, after that, let me take you back to 10 years ago. That is 2014, when they were trying to remove Goodluck Jonathan from seat. Buhari and Tinubu also declared that they need revolution in Nigeria, that they want to carry out revolution in Nigeria. After all, there are so many derogatory words that Buhari, said in that 2014 that I cannot even speak now. So Buhari said a lot of things against the incumbent president, then Goodluck Jonathan. He said if he did not win, that blood is going to flow in Nigerian street and so on and so forth. He used so many proverbs, At the end, it seems that Nigeria did not hear what he said or what was going on. Now, if you look at all these things, you will understand that even people you call your leaders, they were agitating for Nigeria to separate before. People you call your leaders, they told us they don't believe in Nigeria before. People you call your leaders, everything we are seeing today, they did it before. But because they now have access to power, they became either a senator, a president like Tinubu. Immediately he turned to senator, he kept quiet. From senator to president, to governor, sorry. So immediately he became the governor of Lagos State. He forget about everything he was saying, that he don't believe in one Nigeria, because the money is there, the power is there, the influence is there. And today now he's sitting in Aso Rock, the seat of president. He's the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria today. So when people begin to tell you that Nnamdi Kanu is this, Nnamdi Kanu is that, they have to sell some bad narratives to make you to hate an innocent person. Now, today I have to rewatch the video of Nnamdi Kanu again. I have to rewatch it. The video of Nnamdi Kanu when he was canvassing for one prosperous Nigeria. Yes, This might shock a lot of people. So that time in London, Nnamdi Kanu, he used to join protests for good governance. He used to join protests for good country, for one Nigeria. He said he wants the leaders in Nigeria to understand that the citizens are suffering, that he wants them to rule well. So I was listening to his video. It's okay. Number one, this man meant well for Nigerians. He meant well for his people. So his ambition was born out that these people deserve a better country. That was where the ambition was coming from. These people deserve a better country. Then after so many years, so many times, he understood that we are calling for one Nigeria, we are calling for unity, we are protesting, making sure that everything will be good. But it seems that we are making mistakes because Nigeria have a system problem. That was where and when he set up Radio Biafra. And he started the Radio Biafra. He started broadcasting. He started teaching people so many things, and people started buying his ideas. People started understanding what he's saying. People started gaining wisdom from his broadcast. That was where the federal government now understand that this man is about to spoil a lot of things. He's about to spoil the bad governance. He's about to spoil so many people's mind to hate corrupt leaders. They now develop interest in him. Before, when he came to Nigeria, the administration of Buhari arrested him, and this case started in 2015. The reason why I am taking time to tell you all these stories is because they have lied against Nnamdi Kanu so much. And if you see someone who is not familiar to Nigeria history or current news, current affairs, or someone who is not from southeastern Nigeria, it will be very difficult for the person to understand the mission of Nnamdi Kanu. Now, in correcting these narratives, I am telling people that if you can listen to Nnamdi Kanu broadcast in 1 month, you will understand that everything this man said before is what all the senators are running up and down, trying to bring this bill, causing wahala in the Senate. Everything they are now planning to do today is what Nnamdi Kanu said long time ago. We must correct this narrative for people who are coming to understand that there was a man who was agitating genuinely, that there was a man that was not interested in his own selfish ambition. But the federal government started lying against Nnamdi Kanu. If you go to news those times, you will see that, oh, Nnamdi Kanu want to divide Nigeria. Nnamdi Kanu want to do this. The agitation, the secessionists, they are this, they are that. They are using English to confuse gullible people, as if we don't know where we are coming from or we don't know where we are going. I've never seen a country that carry gun to fight someone who is doing ordinary broadcast and telling people the truth. There have been a lot of lies that even the state governors, the past administration from the southeast, they lie against Nnamdi Kanu, they lie against IPOB. So such narratives is a must that we will correct. It is a must. We must correct it. Because if we do not correct it, people won't understand that Nnamdi Kanu is one of the person that Nigerians should be respecting, not even Biafra, not even people from the southeast. I was talking with a group of people from Benue State the other day. Benue State here. Benue State is a middle belt in Nigeria, not even in the southeast. So those people were telling me that, oh, people from the southeast, they are very lucky. I say, why do you people say that they are lucky? They said it's because they have Eastern Security Network, they have IPOB. I say, but the federal government is calling IPOB a terrorist organization. They are condemning them. They say no, that if they have such group in the middle belt in Benue, that this banditry, or these people that the Fulani herdsmen are killing every time, that it will never happen. That is the narrative they are saying. That if they have an association like IPOB, that the people that are dying in the southeast will not die. I say, okay, anyway, but they are still insecurity in the southeast. They say they know that it is the government that are sponsoring all those insecurity. So I am trying to understand that there are so many narrative, different stories about one man, Nnamdi Kanu, that the federal government of Nigeria have carried out. It is time for people to understand the truth. The truth is that this is a man who was condemned, even trying to make sure that the government do the right thing, was supporting the One Nigeria movement, before he came to realize that this is a system error. Nigeria can't progress like this at all. So no matter what you do, no matter what we do, Nigeria is not going to progress. So what we are going to do now is for us to start calling for referendum. Let them do a referendum. Let people return to their regions. Let us manage our security. Because the question he was asking them, I could remember when he was saying that Holland produced picnic, and they distribute picnic to almost all the whole part of the world. But he was saying that Poland don't carry cattle from Sokoto down to Delta, carry cows from Kano, go to the east. They don't do like that. They don't use their own cattle to destroy their cows, to destroy farmlands. They don't do that. So Nnamdi Kanu was trying to educate them that the danger of this open grazing will breed terrorists. Because so many people are coming not from Nigeria, so many people are coming from outside Nigeria. They are coming from outside Nigeria. They came into Nigeria. They will hijack the rearing of cattle. They will become herdsmen. They carry their gun, and they will start going to the communities. They know many roads. Their mission of going is not just to rear cattle or to become a shepherd or, a herder. Their mission is beyond that. So this was what Nnamdi Kanu said about 10 years ago. And today, the bill for open grazing is dividing the House of Senate. It is causing commotion in the House of Senate. I learned that the bill, now that they are going to start the third reading next week. Watch what is going to happen in the Senate. There will be fights just because of the bill against the open grazing. Now, what these people are fighting for is what Nnamdi Kanu saw 10 years ago, and Nnamdi Kanu started telling them that this open grazing must stop, that the Senate should pass. I could remember Nnamdi Kanu make this statement about 10 years ago, that the senators who are supposed to pass bill to stop open grazing so that they will start killing people, so that they will stop raping people in the bush, that they did not do it. Senators say, no, you want to cause problem in Nigeria, you are a secessionist, you are this, you are that. After 10 years, today, they are now fighting because of what someone said 10 years ago. So I said, if these people had listened to what Nnamdi Kanu was saying about 10 years ago, so the problem we're having today, we will not have it. So if you are just joining, good morning. We are talking tonight, correcting the narratives, the false allegations and false informations that the federal government of Nigeria has laid bare against Nnamdi Kanu. Today, I discovered that a lot of Nigerians, they have wrong information about this man called Nnamdi Kanu. They have a very wrong information. The whole information they have as far as I'm concerned is a false narrative carried out by the old Eastern governors, Eastern politicians in the past administration, and the federal government of Buhari administration. They carry out false narratives. I could remember Naya Mohammed. Naya Mohammed was going to CNN, was going to everywhere, trying to lie just to label the IPOB and Nnamdi Kanu as a bad person. That is just the mission, what they were doing before. I followed everything that was happening in Nigeria. I was studying everything. I came to realize that the reason why these people are just trying to send out false narrative against this man, a man who is not carrying weapon, he's not carrying gun, you have never found gun against him, but people started lying against, so many Nigerians that this man is a terrorist. Because this man provided solution that if Nigeria had followed today, we will not have any problem today. And Nnamdi Kanu was, when he started his agitation, he was even calling for restructuring. And today, everybody now is calling restructuring. We must restructure Nigeria. Stage by stage. Now, I think we have passed the stage of restructuring. So when you are even talking about restructuring now, nobody will listen to you. You see, Where Nnamdi Kanu was 10 years ago, today, that is where the government, everybody is today now. For you to understand that this man is far, far, far ahead. Where he was, calling for the ban of open grazing, ban of all these cattle rustlers, that they shouldn't move up and down. He said it 10 years ago. So today now, everybody is running up and down because of it. He talked about restructuring about 10 years ago. Today, everybody is calling of restructuring, being up and down in the house. But these same people who told lies against Nnamdi Kanu, these same people who were lying against Nnamdi Kanu, today they are the one crying that this thing is not working, we need restructuring, we need this, we need that, and so on and so forth. But 10 years ago, they were lying against this man. They were telling different stories against this man. So, we must correct this narrative. We must tell them what happened. Because so many people are not on social media then. So many people are not following Nnamdi Kanu then. So what these people were hearing then was what Muhammad, is it one Garuba, something like that. So many of them, they will come to the national television, they will tell lies. At a time, they started sponsoring insecurity. If they sponsor insecurity, they will target IPOB. If everything happened, they will target Nnamdi Kanu, even NSAS. During the NSAS, they say, oh, it was Nnamdi Kanu that instigated it. How? I thank God that other people now are preparing for protest August 5. Nnamdi Kanu is not still there. So who are they going to call that is now organizing the protest? So there are a lot of false narrative against this man. This man is genuine, not was genuine. He's genuine and he has been so good about it. This man has been so good about what he was doing. So if everything Nnamdi Kanu have been saying today, Nigeria government is running after it. The question I'm asking, why do they tag this man a terrorist, or why are they charging him of terrorism? They first of all charged him of treason and so on and so forth. They were confused. Today now they are still saying they are charging him of terrorism, that he have terrorism case to answer. The same question I'm asking is, if this man is a terrorist, why is it that everything he said 10 years ago, today, you people are now trying to implement it? You people are running up and down, even fighting yourself to make sure that was someone whom you arrested, whom you call terrorist, the advice he gave you that made you to call him terrorist is the same thing you are fighting to implement. And it can't work. It can't work. So I really want to know what you think, your thought about this. So write your opinion in the comment section. We'll read it out and then debate about it. If you are just joining, welcome. There is a number I also pinned on the comment section there. So if you really want to call in to express your own opinion about what I am saying, so you are still free to call in and tell us what you think about this. Because Nnamdi Kanu, apart from other people outside the country, I have attended meetings about Biafrans, in so many places, so many times. I do see Reverend Fathers, professors, good people, the government of any country hosting them, Austria, Germany, Italy, all of them. The government will give them all. People respect them. People understand what they are doing. But no, in Nigeria, because of hate, because of, so many things, discrimination, they are calling them terrorist organization. They are calling them terrorists. When you call your people terrorists, you call your children terrorists, what do you think that outsiders, how would they see you? So they will see you as a saint, right? And they know whom the real terrorists are. They know. They know who created the Boko Haram. They know who created all this banditry. They know how they imported them to rig election against Jonathan. Former Borno State governor, he compensated the Boko Haram by giving them the Commissioner of Religious Affairs. When he gave the Boko Haram member Commissioner of Religious Affairs to compensate them, because they hired them as a machinery to do the election against Jonathan. And they started compensating them. But these people realize that no, these politicians that are compensating us, they are not doing things well. We need to start fighting for our own and destroy Nigeria and have our own state, or we turn the whole Nigeria to Islamic State. And that is what they are fighting up to today. And the person who created it is still walking up and down. He's still walking up and down. There was a man, he's a Boko Haram member, they declared him wanted. Abi Kabiru, something like that. Kabiru, yes. Ali Kabiru, that is his name. So this man, they declared him wanted. They were looking at him, they were searching for him. You know where they saw him? Kashin Shetima was harboring this man in his house. Kashin Shetima was harboring it in his house. So if such thing can be happening in Nigeria, and everybody keep quiet as if nothing is happening, and someone come out and begin to proffer solution, begin to say that we need restructuring, they need to do a referendum, and people arrested him. Now, since they arrested him, what changed for good? Nothing. Everything is going bad. Everything, absolutely everything, insecurity and so on and so forth. It's an indication for you to know that it was a lie, that everything they did against this man, it was a lie. It was a lie. So feel free to tell me what you think about it. Nigerian Prophecies and News says, hi, good morning, welcome. Thanks for joining. Christian Ogechuku, good morning, thanks for joining. In the Life of Sisters, I don't know the real name. Thank you for joining. So if you are just joining us, good morning. Tonight we are talking about the false narrative that the federal government have sold to a lot of people. Because if we do not correct such narrative now, people will come tomorrow, they will misunderstand everything about one man who was agitating genuinely. Many people are going to misunderstand the core. Why Nnamdi Kanu is agitating for the sovereign state of Biafra, why he's agitating for, separate state, why he needs a referendum. People will not tell you the good things about this man. So I started telling us that man sitting in Aso Rock, your president, whether it's your president or not, I don't know, Bola Ahmed Tinubu was calling for not even a referendum, a revolution. Tinubu was calling for a revolution. Tinubu said he don't believe in one Nigeria. Tinubu said Nigeria must not be one. That is what Tinubu said before. People don't know about this. Buhari called for revolution even 10 years ago when he was fighting against Jonathan. He said if he did not win, that Nigeria, they will soak the whole streets with blood and so on and so forth. There is nothing he did not say. So if these people who are so-called leaders today have done these things before, so what is going to happen? So people are just saying, oh, Nnamdi Kanu, but people don't know the real truth behind this. Up till now, even so many people from the southeast that call it, oh, I'm a Biafra, they don't know the real truth about all these things. They don't know how all these things started. So it is very easy for them to lie against you. You will believe it because you don't know how it started. Okay, in the Life of Sisters says Francis Ogbeono. Francis Ogbeono, good morning. Thanks for joining. Paul Paco, good morning. Thanks for joining. McDonald Emmanuel, good morning. Thanks for joining. So, as I was saying, this narrative, this lie, they lied against Nnamdi Kanu, it is something that people have not started thinking. I know that, yes, a lot of people understand what Nnamdi Kanu is doing. They understand that this man is a good man. They understand that this man is a genuine agitator. They understand that this man knows what he wants. But in other angle, because I'm a street man, I'm in the street. So in other angle, what people are thinking about Nnamdi Kanu is totally different. And that is the reason why in this period, I am going to be focusing on correcting this narrative. I have so many people who agitated, like Kasari Dokubo, they carry arms, John Barrow, they carry arms, so many of them carry arms, they bribe them, they enter house. But this man have not carried any arm. They have not seen him with gun. They have not seen with anything. He's only agitating through broadcast, just talking. And someone who said he don't believe in Nigeria, someone who have called for revolution, someone who even went to exile, today he's sitting in Aso Rock as a president. So what are we talking about? The one who handed over to him was calling for a revolution. He said there must be a revolution in Nigeria if he did not win an election. If you did not win an election. He was not even talking about the good of his people. He was not talking about the prosperity of his people. He's talking after himself. If I did not win an election, my people will suffer. That is what he was saying indirectly. And no wonder Tinubu was saying that this is my turn when the election was coming. So these people don't mean well for you. It is Nnamdi Kanu that mean well for you. It is this man that mean well for you. The man who want them to stop open grazing, they hate him because of that. And today, everybody is running up and down trying to pass bill to stop the open grazing. Now, it is the open grazing that caused this inflation. It is the open grazing that brings insecurity into our villages. It is this open grazing that brings all these Fulani herders who started kidnapping. I told you people a story the other day that where I came from in my village, where these people, when they came, they came like people who are genuinely looking for job, who are hungry, who want to help. They started taking them to farm for job. They started taking them to farm to job. After some time, when there are many, what we begin to see in our community is kidnapping. But we change it for them because our side is not middle belt. It's not Benue that you can come and do anyhow. No, they will put you to where you belong. You understand? So what I'm trying to say is that we must understand where this trade started beating us. That someone had proper solution. Today now, people are not planting. People did not plant this year as such. What are they going to harvest next year? They will be more hungry. Nnamdi Kanu had a solution to it 10 years ago. Today, everybody is crying no money for ransom. They are kidnapping people up and down. 10 years ago, Nnamdi Kanu had a solution to it. Today, everybody is running up and down. We don't have this, we don't have that. Malnutrition, up and down. 10 years ago, this same man had a solution to it. Because of the solution he brought out, he was having influence. People were following him. Politicians, they were jealous. That was the reason why they were jealous. That this man can come out in the streets if he did not announce that he's coming out. Now, Nnamdi Kanu will just come out, 500,000 people, 1 million people will start following him. These politicians were jealous. Nnamdi Kanu was the only man that had the solution of everything that is happening in Nigeria today. So Nnamdi Kanu was not just fighting for himself. He was not even fighting for only Igbo. He was fighting for almost the whole Nigerians. People from the middle belt today, the reason why they love Nnamdi Kanu is because they understood that what Nnamdi Kanu was doing was genuine. I was saying that yesterday I was having a conversation from people from Benue. They were saying that how they wish they have an organization like IPOB, Eastern Security Network in Benue. That if they have it in Benue, that Fulani, all these terrorists will not be coming to ambush their people, kill their people, chase them away from their ancestral land. That is what they are saying now. So now people are beginning to understand that this man was a solution, and he is still the solution. People are now opening their eyes. People are now trying to understand, oh, what this man was saying is true, but it's already late. That is the most unfortunate thing. It is already late. So many people, what is going on in Nigeria today, different part, everybody, they are wishing today now, they are wishing that, I wish we have somebody like Nnamdi Kanu. Forget everything they are telling you. That is not good. Everybody now wish to have someone like Nnamdi Kanu. I don't really support agitation, that you'll be agitating, you will be killing your people. I don't support that. That is what Nnamdi Kanu was not doing. Nnamdi Kanu have never carried weapon against his people. Nnamdi Kanu was protecting his people. The Eastern Security Network, he started then. You know, Nnamdi Kanu set it up like a vigilante. That these people will go to the bush, protect our mothers, let them go to farm. What he did then, after that, everybody started doing Ametokun, Bubago, everybody started copying him. This man is always a solution, but people don't understand. This man is always a solution. When he proffers a solution, this man is always 10 years ahead of them. So what he did before, after 4 years, 3 years, people started forming in Bubago, what is it called, Amatokun, Northern started forming, everybody started forming what I don't know. One man brought the idea. So what I'm saying is that if Nigeria is a good country, if not because of hate and jealousy, they were jealous about this man. He has influence. He has people. People listen to him. People believe him. When he speaks, people listen. They were jealous. Because of that, the jealousy blinded their eyes. They did not see anything good that this man was saying. They didn't see anything good at all this man was saying. So everything, they started pattering all sort of lies. The other day I showed you people video where Omai was the one that read it for Southeastern governors. Omai was the one who prescribed IPOB. When IPOB, their crime is that they are in the street, they are blowing whistle. IPOB only blow whistle in the street. They don't do any other thing. They just come out, they blow whistle. People are blowing whistle in the street, you prescribe them. You send army to come and do python dance. People must know the story, what really happened. People must know the story. But in the north, where the terrorists are shooting down drones, they are shooting down aircraft, ambushing soldiers every day. In the north, they feel that, oh, nothing is happening. They feel that nothing is happening. So that is why I said we must take it as a responsibility. It is only truth that can set someone free. No matter what you know. No matter what you know. If you like, have PhD. Have 6 PhD. If what you know is a lie, it will not change you. That is why you see a lot of people who are graduate today. You see a lot of people who went to school, but their school couldn't change them. They graduated, they have masters, they have PhDs, but the environment is not changing. Nothing is changing. In fact, they are poor. In fact, they don't have anything. They can't even eat because that education they have is a false education. It's a lie. Because if you have education, if you know something, what you know, if it is true, it will change your people. If what you know is true, it will change your generation. So if what you know is not true and you say you know something, according to Odumeje, he said, as far as I'm concerned, everybody in Nigeria, we are all illiterate. So there is a sense in that word that we are all illiterate. Because when you come to see what is going on in Nigeria today, you will come to realize that Nnamdi Kanu, if you have been following Nnamdi Kanu, you will realize that this man had a solution. Okay, now take a look at the bills in the House of Representatives. The bill to create additional states. Nnamdi Kanu was the first person that said that 10 years ago. That why is it that Southeast have 5 states, other regions have 6, 7 states? Why? He was the one that said it 10 years ago. There is a bill to return Nigeria to regional government. Nnamdi Kanu was the one that said it 10, 11 years ago when he started Radio Biafra. There is a bill to stop open grazing. That one was 2014. He started saying it in 2014. That was 10 years ago. To name but few, all the whole bill in the House of Rep and Senate was what Nnamdi Kanu said that made them to hate him. That is why I'm angry. People don't know why I am so angry about all this situation. All this bill now we have today in the House of Rep and House of Senate, all of them are what Nnamdi Kanu said before. And I could remember that even Nnamdi Kanu was saying then that the Delta North supposed to have their own state and join the Southeast. And today, everybody is calling for Nyoma State, right? Everybody is calling for Nyoma State. So, when I am listening to so many things this man said, I am saying that there is a place where something went wrong. It could be that it is because of the politicians who are jealous of this man. They led to maybe his arrest and all those things and so on and so forth. So it's so unfortunate. Let me read comment a little. There have been a lot of comments, and let me see if I can read a little. If you are just joining, thanks for joining. Good morning, everyone. You can also call to share your opinion with us. Okay. Let me start from Queen Sam. Say, good morning, my brother. You are doing a great job. Thank you so much. Easy Sunday Christian, good morning. Thanks for joining in. Grace Okereke, good morning. Thanks for joining. Gawizi TV, good morning. Thanks for joining. Emmanuel said, remember, Nnamdi Kanu sent ESN to venue and chased the Fundani away because they are Biafran land. only they surfaced when he was arrested. Okay, you said he sent them to chase them away. The people he sent them to chase them away was the people in the bush. Because Nnamdi Kanu was asking question then that he's not stopping these people to come. But you don't have to come through the bush. You don't have to come with AK-47. What Nnamdi Kanu said about 10 years ago, that is what Akpabio said in the Senate floor this year. Akpabio said that the cattle are not citizens of Nigeria, that they shouldn't be parabolating on the street. That was what Nnamdi Kanu was saying about 10 years ago, that you can't value animal, cows, more than human being. And today, some of the northern senators are defending the right of cows in the Senate. It's so unfortunate. Ezeja Sunday, good morning, thanks for joining. He says, Udo Sunday, good morning, my brother. Good morning, thanks for joining in. Queen Sam said, without Nnamdi Kanu, Nigeria would have gone since. Okay, he saved Benue State from Fulani herders. But Benue State is not saved from Fulani herders because up till now, you know, the Fulanis are still dealing with the Benue State. So what the Benue people are saying that how they wish they have an organization like IPOB or ECM that will help them there because of what is going on. We're saying on style, good morning, thanks for joining. So thanks everyone for joining. You can also call in to share your opinion. So as I was saying, people who called for revolution before, you people are not aware of it. Nnamdi Kanu did not do anything wrong at all. If you compare what Nnamdi Kanu did to what Tinubu did, this Tinubu you are seeing today, he went to exile after they tried to wrestle power from the military in 1993. When he came back, he said he don't believe in one Nigeria any longer. He said he don't believe in one Nigeria any longer. And after that, he said he need a revolution. So sometimes I'll be asking my question, is it that we have short memory? We don't think about what has happened before in Nigeria? What is it that everybody today is just concentrating on the lies they lie against Nnamdi Kanu? We are not concentrating that these people who are looting us, these people who are killing us, these people were once saying that they don't believe this Nigeria. For you to know that this Nigeria is like a mirage. People see it as a country. But for me, it's my opinion, and I'm entitled to my opinion. I don't see it as a nation. When you look at the definition of nation, you know that there is a clear difference from what we see in Nigeria here. A totally clear difference. What we are saying is not a nation. If it is a nation, people who are politicians will believe in their nation. But Nigerian politicians, they don't believe in their nation at all. They don't believe in their nation. Everything they are doing now, I know that UK, United Kingdom, they are part of our problem. But you know what they are saying? I don't even know that after the Civil War, oh God, after the Civil War, Gowon looted Nigeria money and take it to London. So one of the reasons why he fought that war, so that we have opportunity to loot our money. UK is saying that after the Civil War, that the money Gowon brought to UK is still there. On the way, he could not take the money back. The money just stayed there. That is what they are talking about. That so many politicians of Nigeria deposited money in the UK. And this money is becoming, every day is becoming huge. And they are saying that Nigeria is suffering. They are part of the people who looted Nigeria before, right? They are part of the people who caused the problem. But their leaders is looting them more. And Nigerian youths are trooping out. Nigerian youths are on the internet. Nigerian youths are everywhere. In fact, if they are hungry, they can cause problem to you. So they have to start thinking the opposite. Now the Nigerian politicians are panicking. Bunch of criminals. People who said that they are your leaders, but they will not allow their children to partake what you are partaking. Now they are saying there is hungry everywhere. Where are their children? The few people who have their children in Nigeria, their children are in NNPC. Their children are in the offshore. Their children are the House of Rep. Their children are in the Senate. The future is not for us in Nigeria. Unless you create something for yourself. But even in creating something for yourself, the government will not give you an enabling environment. So these are the things Nnamdi Kanu was saying. These are the things he was clamoring for. These are the things he was agitating for. But people misunderstand him. People misunderstood him. And people are still misunderstanding him even up to today. But it is time for us to change the narratives. It is time. If we do not change the narrative today, I don't think we can change the narrative again. It is time for us to call a spade a spade. So, why I was in secondary school then, I was just finishing secondary school, entering higher institution when Nnamdi Kanu started Radio Biafra far back. Is that 2012? Something like 2012. That time I'm in higher institution. I used to listen to this man because I like people who try to shift your brain. People you will listen to. They will say something that will baffle you and you will go and do research about what they were saying. So when this man was talking about so many things about Nigeria, that led me, I started reading so many books about Nigeria. The first book I read about Nigeria was about the history of Nigeria, even before the amalgamation. Where these people were before, the bite of Biafra, and I studied about the amalgamation up to the first civil war. There is a book I will advise everybody to go and read. The book is Why We Struck. That is the title of the book. The story of first Nigeria military coup. Why they carried out the military coup. If you read it, you will know that Nigeria is not meant to survive. Nigeria is not meant to be successful. Because what we are fighting for today, it has started happening right from that 1960 we had independence. What is it called? One nation, one ethnic group against one ethnic group. The other ethnic group against. Britain was part of the problem. Who did all these things? Because they understand that if Nigeria continue like that with good people leading them, Nigeria is going to even supersede Britain. So let me receive call from people who are connected.
Hello, my brother.
Hello, good morning. Thanks for joining. Please tell us your name and where you are calling from.
Yeah, this is Ben. I'm calling from US.
Okay, okay, yeah, Mr. Ben. Good morning. Thanks for joining in.
Yeah, you're doing a great job, man. I like your program.
Thank you so much, sir. So, what we are discussing today, sir, you see, there are some persons, there are two people who are in the street doing interview, trying to see the public's opinion about the detention of Nnamdi Kanu. And in that process, we discovered that a lot of people have been deceived. They told a lot of lies. And people who told these lies are the federal government, especially the Buhari administration, through Naya Mohammed and so many people who were telling Nigerians that IPOB were carrying weapons where they were not carrying weapons, where they were blowing whistle on the street. They lied against Nnamdi Kanu just for them to justify the evil they are doing against Nnamdi Kanu. So what I'm saying today is that what are the ways, how can we make sure that we tell the good story about Nnamdi Kanu? Because I understand where this man started, and this man have a good intention.
First of all, I was in Nigeria when they had, you know that crisis that happened at Obibo?
Obibo, yes. I heard about the crisis.
Okay, so I was in Nigeria then.
Okay.
I went to Aba.
Okay.
And they called me that I have to leave.
Okay.
All right. But before then, they have been doing this.
Okay.
The Biafrans will come out agitating with placards, the IPOB, and talking, reading newspaper. Every time you see them on the newspaper, all right, they're always informed. They weren't carrying guns then. They were more like, but any little thing they will send the military. And when they come, not like you said, the military to arrest them, detain them, and then leave them, all right? They send the military. And the one that baffled me, the shooting at the square, at the field, when they were praying, all right, and asking God, Now, these people was not carrying arms. And you sent military, and they came and they killed a lot of people. All right? Now, let me ask you a question. If your brother was among the ones that he killed and was carrying black card, and this shooting was rapid, that even people's parents was there, old women, different kind of, this everybody was there, different, good kids, and you did that kind of shooting and you killed their brothers, their sister. You think anybody will be happy? No.
Absolutely.
I'm trying to bring back. Yes, I'm trying to bring back. If you say people IPOB carried arms, first of all, even if it's true, don't they have right to carry their arms when you overstretch and push them to the wall? Right? You are treating them like an animal. When we have the real animals, all right? In Sambisa, killing, bombing, the same country you claim to love. All right? And all these killings that is happening and you turn blind eye. So what do you expect? They have to paint the story in a very good way to suit them. You understand? They will not come out and say the story the way it should be. They will make it sound good. Oh, IPOB is a terrorist, they carry guns, they do this, they do that. No. Most of them, we understand they might have some bad ends too, all right? But most of that, I would say 80% of the IPOB agitators, all right, either have one person that they have killed their brother, their friend, their relative.
Yeah.
Someone they know. You understand? And tell me you'll be happy. You understand?
Yeah.
So they are not even telling the truth. If they want Nigeria to be better, I watch some of the army chiefs talk. They know the simple truth. All right? The more they keep shading away from these truths, the more they keep losing ground, the more they keep losing the war, the more them themselves keep looking like even terrorists to the eyes of the citizens they claim that they are protecting. And when it gets bad is when even, see, it is, Nnamdi Kanu says something, go and get your visa because Nigeria will be worse than Somalia.
And when he said that, people thought that maybe he want to carry gun and all those things. It is what he was saying.
It's already worse than Somalia. You know why? The military that's supposed to protect you as a citizen is busy protecting only the politicians and the corrupt politicians. Now, judiciary is highest bidder. You understand? So these are institutions that are supposed to make up a country. But those institutions have fallen down. All right? Nobody. The worst thing that can happen to a country is when the masses, its own citizens, have lost hope in that particular institution. People have lost hope in judiciary. People have lost hope in security. People have lost hope in their leaders. My brother, what else? People have lost hope even in their health system. Nothing is working again. So they should come out and say the truth. Nigeria can still be. I'm not canvassing for Nigeria.
All right. What do you think? How do you think that we can, push this narrative further? This is very important to me, and I believe it's also important to a lot of people because so many people from around the world, some know the truth, some don't know the truth about the issue of Nnamdi Kanu. So I think it's also important for us to say the truth and tell the story as it is. So how and what do you think that we should do? And how do you want us to do it?
My brother, what I think we should do is to keep creating this awareness. Because we still have, I'm telling you the truth, if the entire Igbo unite, Nigeria is too small. You understand? Igbo have their lion heart. I'm telling you. The only problem, the only reason reason why it feels like they're doing all this and getting away with it is because we've not united completely. But you know what? It's like a puzzle. We're still coming together. The more, see, what they don't understand is the more they keep marginalizing us, the more they keep bringing the truth out, the more the people keep uniting. You understand? It's either we are uniting because of the hunger, we are uniting because of the frustration. All right. So the only way we can actually make this thing very strong and bring a solution is when the people actually unite. If the Igbos unite, or this one they do full investment and military, it will not go anywhere. It's not like during the days of Biafra. You understand? People are well educated right now. Yeah. People are even more sophisticated than them. You understand? I told them, if anything happens, war breaks out. Forget this one, they're just intimidating and killing people carelessly. All right? But if they call it war, you understand that Igbo has people. The Igbos have. You understand? People will come out and sponsor. People, some of the Igbo in other places will come out and start manufacturing real stuff. You understand? Yeah. Now, what I'm saying is this. The only way we can make people is to keep creating awareness, we can't stop. I told them on one of my social media, I say, look, in those days, the reason why some of these politicians do what they do and get away with it is because of lack of information, communication. All right? Social media. All right? They will do stuff and it will go, nobody will hear about it. But right now, we've understood that any little thing from Nigeria, there are people in abroad already know. All right? Yeah. So, it's even getting worse, but it's still good. The fact that everybody is becoming aware of their surroundings, becoming aware of what is going on. So that way you understand who is your enemy, what you are fighting for. Now, if every Igbo youth, I'm talking about Igbo youth, then every Southeasterner, all right? Then, and every Yoruba that is supporting good, you understand, that's against injustice, is they keep waking up, my brother. Fulani herdsmen, they are everywhere. They planted them, but they will fish them out.
Yeah, they are asking you a question. Mr. Watson is asking you a question. You say, unite with who? Yeah. Who do you say, which people are you saying they should unite together?
Unite with every good conscience, every man that has good conscience, every human. Let's forget about ethnicity. Because the Nigeria right now is not, in fact, the Igbo is not even suffering like the other people. You understand? So
you see, when you talk about people who are suffering from other areas, some persons will tell you that it's none of their business. Like today now, if anything that is going on in Nigeria, you know, the people from the southeast, they laugh at them. They don't even put mouth. In the sense that these people are agitated, people have been doing protests. If the Southeasterners are doing protests before, nobody will join them. You understand? So they have been doing all these things alone. So that is why this period of time, from my own personal research, I discovered that a lot of them don't want to put mouth anything Nigeria again. That if they are suffering, let them suffer. Anything that is happening. So what do you have to say about that?
So the Igbos have actually understand the system of Nigeria. All right?
Okay.
And one of the system of Nigeria is like a trap. They set a trap for you with other ethnicity.
Okay.
All right? Other tribes. And what want you to, let's use these people, let's use them to set a trap so that these people will come and join. Once they join, they will put everything on them.
Okay.
This thing I'm talking about started even from the war, during the Biafra war. Okay. Because you cannot tell me that they planned a coup. And this coup that they planned was different ethnicity that planned this coup. But how come the Igbos are being the one targeted till date? So, and some of this war was fought even before we were born, all right? But we grew up to still feel the pain and understand the truth. And see everything. Why? Because the same thing told us when we was little. That's the same thing that we grew up to see, because they're doing the same thing to us. All right? So now we understand. We don't need a soothsayer to tell us, look, everything they're doing is a trap. If If they truly believe that they want freedom, they should start fighting the same way the Igbos are fighting. Set up your own security in your area. Nnamdi Kanu must not be the only scapegoat. Set up, you have people that can speak for you. Speak in the same voice Nnamdi Kanu is speaking. Now, let me ask, you're talking about revolution. If I look them and I laugh, if some people come out and say, oh, Nnamdi Kanu say the truth. If they truly support what Nnamdi Kanu is saying, let the so-called outsiders that is facing this true pain start agitating for Nnamdi Kanu's release. Let Yorubas start protesting for Nnamdi Kanu's release. Because all Nigeria is fighting for right now is to have a true leader. Right now, I don't see any true leader among them. I don't see. What Nigeria, see, if you go to other countries, all right, some of these countries, they have their own punishment. You understand? I call it punishment, all right? Some of these places, they are suffering from natural disaster, all right?
Yeah.
Nigeria, we are suffering from bad leadership.
Absolutely.
If we have good leaders, someone like Nnamdi cannot have that.
Sorry to cut you short. You see,
Yes.
I have another opinion about leadership in Nigeria. I know that we have bad leaders. I know we have bad leadership. There is no doubt about that. But do you think that even though someone who is good becomes the president of Nigeria, that the person will do well? Because we have, don't forget, we have a structure of criminality. We have a system error. We have a system where even though an angel just come to Aso Rock there, he can't do anything. He can't do anything.
Do you remember last time I called you? Last time I called you, do you remember one statement I made about P2B? I said P2B, it's high time you start looking into your own people.
Oh, yeah. I remembered.
Okay. Do you know why I said that? Even if P2B wins today, P2B cannot fix Nigeria alone by himself. All right?
He may try, but he will not be able to do the needed thing. Yeah.
Yes. What will happen is this. They have some set of people that feels like Nigeria is their own club. Where they can play anyhow, do what they want.
Excuse me, sir. Just 1 minute. Sorry for cutting you short. You said a group of people who think that Nigeria is their own. It's not only thinking, no. Nigeria really belongs to them. Nigeria really belongs to them because even the oil wells in my state, the Northerners owns them. So if you look at what is going on, you know that this thing it belongs to them.
That oil well you just mentioned, that's the reason why they don't want to let Biafra go. That is just the only thing. It's not because of any other thing. Because they bought all those oil wells. They think if Biafra comes now, they will lose all those things. But I asked them a question: what about the goods coming from the north? Are we in the southeast enjoying those treasures? No.
Nigeria self is not enjoying it. Anywhere they have gold, they have solid minerals in the north. What they do is to sponsor insurgents there. They will sponsor insecurity there to make sure. The other day, I was telling you people that Zamfara State don't have any airport, both local or international airport. But every week in Zamfara State, up to 4 aeroplanes will land in Zamfara. What are they coming to do? Aeroplanes will land in the forest. And then we go there, carry boat and zoom out. Zoom to Egypt, zoom to Qatar, zoom to Saudi Arabia, zoom to Dubai. So these are what we are facing. Why the minerals in the south belongs to people in the north, the minerals in the north also belong to them. It's so pathetic anyway, but I believe that all these things will come to an end.
Yeah, sorry. But back to your question.
Yeah.
If P2B wins the election, it will be very difficult. You know why? It would have been easier for P2B to walk. All right, when he wins the election and walk. But the problem we have is still our mindset. Nigeria, people, our mindset, we're so awkward right now. You understand? That you see the same person burning you with fire, you still support the person. If he comes back again to burn you again, you still say, okay, but you understand, they'll keep coming back.
I understand.
So I think at this point, Nigerians prefer the ones that is killing them than the ones that is actually there to save them. Why? Because if Tinubu decide to have a campaign today, make sure you have a video. Check out the level, the crowd that will come for his campaign. If care is not taken, you see your best friend in that campaign field. You understand? And you start asking yourself, is this not the same people, you understand, that we've been canvassing for, that we've been fighting for? All right?
You see,
So,
the problem there is that I understand the genuine agitation of so many Nigerian youth. So many Nigerian youths are trying. They are understanding where the things are going. But I am also angry because so many Nigerians need to suffer more. I'm sorry to say this. So many Nigerians need to suffer more because if all these politicians now, according to what you just said, if Tinubu come to carry out campaign tomorrow, you will see so many people who will still troop out to support him. Whether they are trooping out because of stomach infrastructure, maybe he's going to, pay them some money and so on and so forth as they do, during campaign. I don't know. But why would you sell your future just because of 1,000, 10,000 naira that they are going to give you? So we still have people who are supporting all these bad leaders. So that is the problem. Thank you so much, my brother.
No problem. No problem. Just keep on, I beg. Yeah, you will still link up. Yeah, I will send you text for your WhatsApp.
All right.
I like your program, man.
All right. Thank you so much. Okay. Thanks so much. I really appreciate.
No problem.
So if you are just joining in today, we are talking about the false narratives that the federal government of Nigeria has sponsored against Nnamdi Kanu. I know I have been doing research about what people think about Nnamdi Kanu. I discovered that so many people love Nnamdi Kanu. Yes, they understand his agitation, they understand what he's doing, and so on and so forth. But the problem? So many people believe what the federal government said during Buhari time, that Nnamdi Kanu is a terrorist, Nnamdi Kanu is this, Nnamdi Kanu is that. I say no. It is time for us to correct the narratives and tell people the truth. And that is the essence of today's topic. And I believe it is a responsibility of every well-meaning people in that geographical place they call Nigeria. It is our responsibility to tell people the truth. So I was, telling people that how Nnamdi Kanu started. This man meant well for Nigeria. That everything Nnamdi Kanu said today, it is what is causing trouble in the House of Senate, trying to ban open grazing. Open grazing, he said they should ban 10 years ago. Trying to create more state in the Southeast, what he said 10 years ago. Try to bring bill to return Nigeria to regional government, what he said 10 years ago. So everything Nnamdi Kanu said so many years ago, today, the Nigerian government are running up and down, trying a way to bring it past. But it is a bad thing that we are seeing today. It is a bad thing we are seeing today. So what I'm trying to say is that everybody should join, their mouth, their influence and everything for us to tell the story, for us to tell, the true story about Nnamdi Kanu, because federal government, they spend a lot of money just to lie against him. The Southeastern politicians then, during, all these people, the past governors, people I'm talking about, they carry out false narrative against him as well. They proscribe him, they do all sort of things. But you know what? The time for those lies to expire has come. We must make sure that everything we can do to, set the narrative straight. I am happy that so many parts of the country, people are beginning to understand what Nnamdi Kanu was agitating. You see their problem? So many people in Nigeria, their problem is that they are backward. A lot of people who are agitating today are like people who are forward. I just gave you an example that everything Nnamdi Kanu agitated, everything he said long time ago, that is what Nigeria government, the senators, the House of Rep, they are trying to pass the bill. It is causing problem. Even when Nnamdi Kanu said they should not do open grazing, they started causing him. They hate him. They said it is a hatred against the North, that he wants to divide Nigeria. And today they are debating the right of cows in the Senate. They are debating so many things in the Senate. They are still trying to fight to stop the open grazing. Let me receive the next call. Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning, my dear bro.
Thanks for calling. Thanks for joining. Tell us your name and where you are calling from, sir.
Calling from Aba.
Okay.
From Aba.
Okay, so how is Aba?
Yes.
How is Abia State, sir?
Aba is calm.
Okay. Okay. Can you be audible so that we'll hear you very well?
Yes, I say that Aba is calm.
Okay. Okay, very good. How is Andersoti doing? Is he trying?
Yes, he is in terms of infrastructural development.
Okay.
Salary and making sure there is peace, taking initiatives to restore order and to protect our people. That is the most important.
Okay, but people that love Andersoti, you people should tell him that he is trying, but he should pay salaries. He should pay minimum wage. He should pay, because a lot of workers are complaining from Abia State because of salary, but a lot of people are praising him about the road, the transport, everything he's doing. They are praising him. The market he's building, they are praising him. But let him pay salaries. Thank you so much, sir. But that is another story. So welcome. Let's focus on the topic we are talking. Well done, sir. So, as I was saying, sir. Your network, sir. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. I said I have so much to offer on this issue.
Okay. Okay. Right on, sir. If you can still move to where there is network, you can do that.
Okay. I'm better. Now? Is it better now?
No, it's
hello?
No, it's still fluctuating.
Okay. Is it better now?
Yeah, I can hear you, sir. Talk to us.
Okay. Okay. Well, I love what you are doing. I appreciate what you are doing.
Thanks so much.
You just asked the question now if Nigeria can be better if there is a leader at the helm. There is nothing any leader or head of state or president of Nigeria, no matter how insightful or good intention such a person have, that will lead to prosperity or to rescue Nigeria from the current situation it has found itself. This is the fundamentals were based on very wrong and bad premises. The debate from regionalism, which started in 1966, we need to go back to the regional level. We need to abandon the constitution that is currently being used to hold the people to ransom. This current constitution of Nigeria is no constitution at all until it is defeated. There is nothing any leader can do to bring Nigeria out of its slumbering situation. So that is a major issue. Another important thing is that the entire Nigerian structure is deliberately designed to emasculate a particular ethnic group, which internationally is viewed as very progressive. So that is the major issue. So that is wrong. And the people that we're talking about are us, we Southeasterners, or what we call Biafrans, who are in the eastern zone of what used to be called Nigeria. So the people need to be allowed to go. And not only that, other ethnic groups should have that freedom to go and they excel on their own. Even if we want to have a confederal arrangement or a federal arrangement, that should be based on agreement and on regional terms. It's only then that just can prosper and the entire region of Nigeria area will prosper, but not as one Nigeria as we have it today. That is my contribution.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Thank you so much, sir.
I appreciate.
Thank you so much.
I love what you said about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Peace be unto him. The young man who have always stood on the truth. He's still standing on the truth. And everything he said have come to pass. And the mates of the elites from universities, those in polytechnics, those in other pursuits, they have come to change their stance that this young man was saying the truth. The implementation Sudani who has a singular agenda. The agenda is now well known internationally. So there's no reason whatsoever why the man should not be released and why we will not follow him wherever he goes. That is what is on ground as of today. So people are just waiting for the young man to be released, and he must be released because he has done nothing absolutely wrong in the Nigerian political situation.
That is true. Thank you so much, sir.
Right.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
I'm still on your program, and I'll be ready to offer any opinion or suggestion. What we do, like you ask the question on how this can be more further publicized through every social media forum, through every association where you belong, even at the family and community level. We need to stand firm and defend these principles of this young man. It's only when we do so that gradually we begin to change public opinion, especially those who do not believe what the Nnamdi Kanu, peace be unto him, what he was saying. Everywhere, all over the world, the whole globe, they are coming around to say, what is this young man talking about? And when people bring in negative narratives about the propaganda that has been pursued or pushed on by the establishment, whether local or international, those of us or few persons who believe that we can recall what they need to information with that.
The network is bad. I know that this con is going to cut. Anyway, it is the network. I know that the call is going to call. It is going to cut. So, what our brother that called now, what he was saying, first of all, the thing he said that I like so much is all about the situation of Nigeria. Everyone believe that Nigeria, this one Nigeria as we are seeing it, everyone believe that it is not going to work again. And that is what vindicated Nnamdi Kanu. For the House of Rep members to bring a bill to put a referendum in a new constitution that they said they want to amend, whether it will come to reality, I don't know. For them to put a bill, for them to return Nigeria to regional government and all those things is an indication. It's an indication that everybody understands that Nigeria is not working. It's an indication that everybody understands this country is not working. The evidence full ground. The evidence is there that this country is not working. Now, as I said before, if this country is working, what will make a president of a country as big as Nigeria is, as wealthy, giant as Nigeria is? Your president will travel to another country for medical treatment. What will make your president to travel out for medical treatment if this country is working? This country is not working. It's not working. So it is a very important thing that everybody must get involved. As I said before, I don't support violence and all those things, but we must stay in one place. We must say the truth because our children are coming to experience the life we are going to live for them. So if you live a good life, your children will experience a good life. If you struggle, your children will know that, oh, my father fought for this, my father fought for this. So, as the caller said, Nigeria is a big mess. It's in a big mess. And right from president to councillor, everybody in Nigeria knows the truth. They know that this thing is not working. It is only some people that have been deceived. who are, in the street, even suffering. They don't have access to information. These are still the people who will come out and pray to, oh, God, help us in Nigeria, babe. God, we need your help. We need good leaders. We need this thing. We need that. That is not what we need. That is not what we need. I believe that the people can guarantee safety of themselves, but you must give the people the power for them to do that. Nigerian, federation as a country has removed the power of so many people. Imagine a Southeast politician, a South politician, or a Northern politician, or a Yoruba politician. They will do something. If you want to touch them, they will say, leave him, is he the only one? The other people that did in the North, his people is not touching him. Someone with 2 billion, if you want to touch him, they will say, leave him. The other one that stole in the West, his people, they are not touching him. So we have now canonized thieves. Someone with thief, you say, as far as he's my brother, is a thief. That must stop. By fire, by force. It must stop. Anyway, back to what we are saying. We are talking about correcting the narratives, the lies that the federal government has lied against Nnamdi Kanu and against IPOB people. So I think this is voluminous. This is something that we must be doing all the time. You people remember what happened last month, where the commissioner of police in Zamfara State told the whole world that they arrested House of Assembly member, arrested former local government chairman, and arrested the political party youth leaders who are bandits. Nowhere in the world you will hear that kind of thing, only Nigeria. A police arrested a high-profile politician who is a terrorist. Where in the world? Where can you hear this in the world? I am not the one that said it. Commissioner of Police Zamfara State said it. He was talking to the UN. So if the story are false, the man will not carry the information to a UN body. But the question is, where are those people? They said they have arrested them. Where are they today? Do they carry them to court? Are they in the prison? That is still the same system in our area. The reason why so many people started putting laws in their hands, if they caught people who are kidnapping, the villagers, they will take the risk, they will enter bush, they will capture them. It's not police that capture them, it's not military that capture them. The villagers will now take them to police. When they get to the police, they will receive call from above. Police will leave them. Kidnappers. You know what the villagers did? They said, no, never. So, if they catch them, they will send them to their creator for judgment. If they catch them, they will send them to their creator for judgment. And that was how everything reduced to the barest minimum. I'm trying to tell you how this system we call Nigeria is fighting us. This system we call Nigeria is killing us. This system we call Nigeria, this system is making sure that we are not going to succeed. We are succeeding because we are strong. We are succeeding because we agree that we must succeed. Nigerians are not lazy. We are only lazy to carry out a revolution. We are only lazy to carry out something that will remove these leaders from office. We are lazy to carry out what we think that it is right for us. That is only where we are lazy. But when it comes to, doing something for our life, Nigerians are not lazy. That is why the issue of insecurity in Nigeria now is affecting a lot of people. And I pray that this story is going to change. It will change because of the struggle, not because of the prayers you are going to make. It is going to change based on what you do, not what you wish. So no matter what you wish, no matter how you wish, no matter how you pray, I don't say prayer don't work, prayer works. But this is not about prayer now. This is all about struggle. For those who are Christians, so many times in the Bible, God will tell people in the Bible, go to this land, go and fight and take the land. But now, what I'm saying is that we must maintain speaking the truth. We must maintain speaking the truth. We must maintain not to compromise. Nigeria have a lot of problems because because we are diverse. We are diverse. Even though someone like a president now, destroy Nigeria totally, if the person still come out to campaign for election, you will see people who will gather around him. These people are still human beings. So these are the problems we have in Nigeria. Please, if you are just joining in, kindly tell us what you think about this program we are doing. I have come to realize that there have been a lot of lies. They lied against Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB. And in search to proffer solution to this, I said we must set the record straight. We must set the record straight and tell them what Nnamdi Kanu did, how Nnamdi Kanu helped Nigeria, how Nnamdi Kanu proffer solution to the problem we have in Nigeria today. That because of that, people hate him, they were jealous of him, and so on and so forth. Today now, everything he said about 10 years ago, today, that is what Nigeria is trying to implement. That is what they are trying to bring forth, and so on and so forth. It is so unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. But I believe that Nigeria, time will come, Nigeria will realize that this man was indeed a savior. I know very soon they are going to release him, even though they are giving him a harsh conditions that he will not accept. But they will still release him. And when they release him, we know the way forward. But as far as I'm concerned, this agitation for the sovereign state of Biafra is an agitation that is above everybody, even above Nnamdi Kanu himself. So the agitation of Biafra is above it. And I pray and believe that the government of Nigeria, the earlier the better for them, they will understand that, see, this thing is not what we can stop through gun battle. This thing is not what we can stop through the use of force and so on and so forth. So when they realize this and come to their senses, everything will be in order. Please let me know your contributions. Someone is calling Mr. Chris. Let us receive the call from Chris. Chris, call back. Your call ended before I received it. So we all must say the truth. We must understand that this country, we must fight ourselves out of it. If not, the people who are holding us, they are very strong, they are very powerful. Mr. Chris, good morning. Please reduce the volume of your video there. Okay, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Yeah.
How are you doing today?
I'm fine, sir. You've heard what we are saying about correcting the narratives of the lie they have lied against Nnamdi Kanu. What do you have to say about that, sir?
Well, like I've always said, that it's not that anything they are doing to Nnamdi Kanu is just because he's from a particular part from Nigeria.
Okay. Don't you think it's because of his influence? Don't you think that people are jealous, all these politicians? Your phone is echoing.
Yeah, it's not as if they are jealous. They know that one of their anger is that Nnamdi Kanu is opening people's eyes.
Okay.
You understand? Educating people.
Okay.
And they hate that because they purposely kept Nigerians in the dark. All these things you see that is happening in Nigeria, they are doing it consciously. They want Nigeria, the more backwards Nigeria is, the more they are gaining. You understand? Just like you said that in Zamfara, there's nothing like airport. And the reason why they succeeded in doing that in Zamfara is because people there they are backwards. You understand?
Yeah.
Anywhere there are people is educated, if people is educated there, that thing will not happen. So what they are doing in Nigeria is that they want everybody to be backwards. That is why you see them, even in our university, want everything to be backwards, so that they will be sending their children abroad. At the end of the day, their children will be taxed, educated. They will come back to Nigeria and be ruling us, be ruling other people. So narrative, nothing to change. The thing there is that all these people here at the top, they know that what Nnamdi Kanu is saying is the truth. They know. But by Nnamdi Kanu saying it, they are angry because Nnamdi Kanu is opening the poor people eyes, showing them their rights. You know, so that is just my take there. Changing the narrative is just what you are doing is part of the thing. I don't know whether you are talking changing the narrative. You are talking is it changing the narrative? What people is thinking about Nnamdi?
No, about the lies of the federal government against Nnamdi Kanu, the Tinubu's administration.
Okay.
Yeah.
To let people know that they are lying against him, Abi.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they are lying. They are lying. It's just like you said, majority of people in Nigeria don't have access to education. Some of them don't even have access to news. And then, so you understand. So whatever, especially I keep on mentioning North. You always hear me mentioning the North. The reason why I keep on mentioning the North is that Northerners are easily deceived. And their leaders did that on purpose. Thank God for internet these days. You know, the other day I was telling you that the North will not until I see them taking steps towards the Showore protests that Igbo people will not join until we see them taking steps. We find out that they are serious.
Yeah.
So after that, that's your broadcast, that they have to go back to start watching some of their
comments,
and I find out that really they are changing. You understand?
Yeah.
There are no more this kind of people that, because before, whenever it comes to anything, once they go into this religion or somebody speaking, that person is not from the North. You see them attacking that person. Even when that person is safe. That's why I find out that it's no more like that. So thank God for internet. You understand?
Yeah.
I believe with time, with the help of internet, with TikTok, YouTube, and other channels, I believe that education they have been denying them in the classroom, maybe through internet, their eyes will equally open. Like I always say, any day the Northerners arise and their eyes open, they understand what their leaders is doing to them. Nigeria will change. Nigeria is very, to me, even some of our people that is agitating for Biafra, and some of these people that is agitating for Dudua. I believe if Nigeria is good, nobody will be talking about that. I don't know if you understand.
Yeah, but what they perceive now is that they don't think it will be good. They don't believe it will be good. Based on the system.
Yeah, based on the system. And the more you are praying, the more you are trying, you are believing maybe tomorrow, you see it getting worse. Who could believe that after Buhari that we will still have presidents that will be more worse than Buhari? Who believe it? I thought Buhari will be the worst. But to our surprise, we are seeing another. So and don't be surprised if we allow Tinubu now, another person that is coming will be more worst than Tinubu. So we find out that the only way is for us to either this revolution that Showore is clamoring for, that is if it's possible, because with how Nigerians behave, it's either we get up, if we really want one Nigeria, one is that we should stand for justice.
Nobody, see, at this moment of time, nobody want Nigeria again because they know it's not going to work.
So the only way out is, like I said the other day, if we want Nigeria to even be good as Nigeria, it's not to be begging government or to trying to buy. It's let everybody start shouting, let us, we want to go divide Nigeria. If we are serious, even if we have at the back of our mind that we want Nigeria to be one, if we start shouting that we let them divide it if they don't want it to be one, maybe by doing that, they will not call everybody around table. Are you getting it?
Okay.
And do the right thing. But if we start begging them, the way we are begging, they will see us maybe as cowards, or maybe there's nothing we can do.
That is right.
You know, it pains me. It pains me. I mean, if man were to be God, or maybe Nigeria will be more better if we are one like this, if our leaders have done the right thing. Are you getting it?
Yeah.
If they have done the right thing, give people a better education.
education. Like, one thing about human, even animal myself, anybody that is not benefiting anything in any, whether it's in an organization or in the family, you will not be, you will want that family to scatter. Are you getting it?
Yeah.
It's in a, where you are benefiting from that you will love. It's where you are benefiting from that you will fight to for that place to prosper. But Nigeria, when you look back, governments have never for one day education. They didn't take you to school, not even light. They didn't give you light. So when you look front and back, you find out that the best thing is for you, even if Biafra or Oduduwa will be worst, at least let us take step first. Let it be that at least I know that if I'm fighting if tomorrow, if anybody, because some people will tell you that even if we have Biafra or Oduduwa tomorrow, that is that same people that will still be the leaders there.
No, it can't be the same people, because if they are the same people, it will be very easy to be handled because they are your people, close to your people. You know, the smaller they are, the smaller we are, the easier to control.
Yeah, it will be easier to control. This tribalism that they are using against us will stop. Because the Northerners will not go and tell the politicians in the North will not go again to tell the Northerners that that the reason why Nigeria, just like what they did during the time of Goodluck Jonathan, that the reason why Goodluck is killing Boko Haram, or this Goodluck them is fighting Boko Haram, or the army is fighting Boko Haram is because they are from the North, or because they are Christians. That the army that are shooting Boko Haram, they are Christians. So that one will die naturally.
Yeah.
Are you getting it?
Yeah.
Even all these youths now will naturally rise up against them.
Yeah.
Because they will not have any excuse again. They will not have this their propaganda again. They will not see it to use again. The reason why what is happening in Kenya is possible, it's easy for them to carry out, is because that narrative of tribe doesn't play much that side. The way the thing is here. Are you getting it? So they can easily unite. You don't see anybody there talking. If they want to go protest, you see somebody saying Tinubu is Yoruba. It's because Tinubu is Yoruba. That is why the Igbos is rising against Tinubu, or the Northerners is rising against Tinubu. That is why it's easy for Nigeria. If you try it, the next thing you see now, they will tell you the reason why the Northerners is rising against Tinubu is because it's not from the North. After that one, they will tell you it's because Tinubu is a Muslim. If the people that is championing the protest is from Christians, they will tell them, the Northerners, that's the reason why Christians just. But let us see. I have decided that I will join in this
Okay.
protest. I'm even telling people about it, because maybe we just give it a try and see if, because I believe if Nigeria becomes good, just like United States, and I don't think people will be clamoring much, they do the right thing.
Yeah, but the possibility of becoming good is not there. That is the problem. The possibility of becoming good is not there.
Maybe it's because we have not the masses, just like what is happening now. Like this time that the Northerners are waking up. If we the masses, let's forget about the leaders first, can come together and decide that we want to stay together. First, the masses should start telling, just like the Northerners now. I expected them to start talking about the injustice that is being carried out against Nnamdi. Apart from this protest, there's no way Nnamdi Kanu will be in the prison with all this injustice. We are doing protests because of hunger. Start from talking about the injustice that is being carried. That is why most of the time Igbo people will feel that they will not join. Because we talk. During the time of Sunday, I know so many Igbo people talk against it. You self, I'm not watching your program that time, but I know maybe you even joined to talk about it.
Yeah.
To talk about the injustice that time, even without being from the Yoruba.
Yeah.
When it comes to the north, you see Igbo people, some of the Easterners standing on justice, but when it comes to our side, especially the Eastern region, you see them shying away from the truth. Look at the whole Eastern region, no international airport, no seaport.
We have no international airport now, but no seaport.
But it's not functioning. It's not functioning. Forget about that thing they are doing.
I understand, Sha, because flight is not from there direct to abroad. I understand.
Yeah, direct to other places. They will say it with their mouth, but when it comes to action, you see some compromise. You know, they are just deceiving people to pretend that we are one Nigeria. You understand? So if we really want, let's start from justice first. Let us start telling the truth. You know, if I want to travel, Igbo people, somebody from the Eastern region or from Benin, want to travel, that person will come down to Lagos first, or you go to Abuja before you see flight direct. For how long will this continue? So my brother, God bless you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. I really appreciate.
You know, the way I'm seeing it is that maybe that God.
Thank you so much, sir.
God bless you.
All right, sir. Good morning, everyone. If you are just joining in, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for your patience. We are coming to the end of the program. So what we are discussing today is all about changing the lies that the Tinubu administration, not even Tinubu administration, sorry, Buhari administration, the Buhari that handed over to Tinubu, they are the ones that arrested Nnamdi Kanu, and they told a lot of false narrative against him. They said a lot of things so that people will justify their actions of their illegal arrest and so on and so forth. So that is what we have discussed today so far. Please, if you are just joining in, when we end this program, you can replay it, and do well to join us also tomorrow from 12:30 in the morning Nigerian time. That is in the midnight, 12:30 a.m. We'll also start tomorrow, where we'll discuss the state of our nation. We discuss every current topic that is going on in our country. I really appreciate everyone for joining. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow.